Life is not fair. That's the reality of things. No one ever promised that life would be fair. The only thing that you know for certain is that you don't know and can't know what problems and challenges you're going to face. But those problems will come. Those struggles will come. You can't afford to lie down and let life trample all over you while you lament over all the things you're going through. Doing that is not going to get you anywhere. All that will happen is that things will get worse than they already are because you've given up. You've refused to fight. Life is not fair. Life will not just give you what you want. You have to get up and take what you want. Don't fall in the trap of feeling entitled or feeling that you're a victim. Bad things happen that you can do nothing about. You can't change what has happened. You're not a time traveler. All you can do is to heal and move on. Focus on the things that you can control. Don't bemoan the things that you have no power over. Don't expect great things to fall in your lap. To achieve greatness and to live a life full of greatness, you have to create it. You must create your greatness. The world is a dark place, but it's up to you to shine your light in that darkness. Don't let your light be covered because you think you've been given an unfair life. There are people that pray every day to have even just a taste of the kind of life you live.
You may have experienced things that were not your fault. Maybe you came from a broken home, or you were betrayed by someone close to you. Maybe you were punished for something that you never did. None of those things are your fault. They're not things that you had control over, but you have control over what happens after. It's up to you to face it and move on. Don't wallow in self-pity. Take responsibility of what happens to you after everything that you've been through. You shouldn't let those experiences define you. Define yourself with what you become in spite of what you've been through. It's not your fault that you had to endure what you endured. It's not your fault that you had to see the things that you saw. But it's your responsibility to move forward and be great in spite of all that. When someone does something painful to us, we want them to make amends for what they did. We tend to blame them for everything that happened after what they did and want them to take responsibility. You can't let your life fall apart and blame it on someone else. That's what a coward does. Regardless of what was done to you, it was your decision to let your life fall apart. But that should not be the decision that you make, ever. Decide to move on. Decide to heal and become stronger. Show the world that no matter how hard you're hit, you can get up and keep moving forward. Show everyone around you that nothing can keep you down. You are capable of a lot more than that. When you're faced with a new challenge or an obstacle, don't back down. Face it head on and act. You have to act. Don't doubt your abilities. I can't do it should not be in your vocabulary. Sure, you may have never done that thing before, but the unfamiliarity of the project or task or challenge shouldn't stop you from trying. If you haven't done it before, say you haven't done it before, but you're willing to try. If you fail, try again. Keep trying until you get it. If you want to be successful at anything, you have to be willing and ready to fail multiple times. You have to be able to make failure a weapon. Practice is doing things imperfectly until you can do them as perfectly as you possibly can. Don't think that you're not good enough. Believe that you can get better. Picasso and Monet and Van Gogh definitely weren't always amazing painters, but with each piece that they did, they got better and better until they were able to create the art that we all know and love.
If you want to be great at what you do, then you have to put in the work. You won't just wake up great. You have to work for it. You may have a head start because you're talented in whatever you do, but don't rest on your laurels. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. It takes time and effort and consistency to achieve greatness. What is your calling? What is it that you've been put on earth to do? It's okay if you don't know now, but you should strive to find your purpose. There is something that you can do that no one else can. When you're able to find your purpose, that thing that you're committed to, you will feel a drive that you would not feel when doing anything else. Your purpose is what fuels you to act. Your purpose will pick you up when you fall down. Your purpose will keep you moving when you're tired and weary. Your purpose will give you the strength to break through and climb over any obstacles and challenges you face. Your purpose, your reason for living, has to be greater than anything that life throws at you. Another important thing about fulfilling your purpose is that it fills you with joy. There is something powerful about doing that thing that you were made to do. It stops being a joy. It stops being a means to an end. It becomes the reward itself. You feel that no matter the outcome, you're just happy to be doing what you love. Love what you do and do what you love. Enjoy your work. It's a decision that you have to make. It can be scary to leave a well-paying job to take on a project that may or may not work out. It's always scary to trade safety for uncertainty. But if you know, deep within your heart, that it's what you're meant to be doing, you will not feel an ounce of regret.
Make sure that you are remembered. Make sure you give back. There is no purer joy than that which comes from having a positive impact on someone else's life. There are lives that you are meant to touch. There are people whose lives are meant to be improved by something you do, either directly or indirectly. Inasmuch as living a successful life is your responsibility alone, you're not the only one that is meant to benefit from it. You're blessed to be a blessing. Be humble and grateful for what you have. You cannot enjoy your life until you appreciate what you have. Developing an attitude of gratitude is for your own benefit. Be strong. Be courageous. It takes an immense amount of strength to do what is necessary to live the life that you want. You will have to face your fears. You will have to face opposition. You will have to give up some things. It will not be easy, but would you rather wait for something major to happen to you when there's no guarantee that the major event will ever happen? Or would you rather take action to make that major event happen? Don't gamble with your life. Find the desire to be great and let it fill you up so that you can do what you need to do. But most of all, make sure you live a life that you will be proud of. Live a life that you won't regret. Because life isn't like a video game. You can't hit restart.
Do you remember the story of Colonel Sanders, KFC? Well, let me tell it to you. Once there was an older man who was broke, living in a tiny house and owned a beat-up car. He was living off of $99 Social Security checks. At 65 years of age, he decided things had to change. So he thought about what he had to offer. His friends raved about his chicken recipe. He decided that this was his best shot at making a change. He left Kentucky and traveled to different states to try to sell his recipe. He told restaurant owners that he had a mouth-watering chicken recipe. He offered the recipe to them for free, just asking for a small percentage of the items sold. Sounds like a good deal, right? Unfortunately, not to most of the restaurants. He heard no over 1,000 times. Even after all of those rejections, he didn't give up. He believed his chicken recipe was something special. He got rejected 1,009 times before he heard the first yes. With that one success, Colonel Heartland Sanders changed the way Americans eat chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken, popularly known as KFC, was born. Remember, never give up and always believe in yourself in spite of rejection.